let's say you don't have that much money, right? I would say, you know, if you want to set up a really good unit, you have to have anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 to start.
Really?
And basically that will cover your first month's rent, your deposit, and your staging. Now, not everybody will take that, so it sits on the market, right? So you can go and tell them, hey, listen, I'll take your unit, first month's rent, deposit, and will you allow me to do a corporate lease there?
What's a corporate lease?
So basically you're telling them that your company, you're going to lease it out and you're going to sublease it to other people. There was some beautiful furniture. I'm talking, they spent 30, 35K on furniture. We walked in, spent $7,000 cash because they've already lost the business, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's smart as
Insurance is not going to put them in a hotel. They're gonna book with me, and then my break even on that house is $3,000. They booked it for $5,500 a month for 12 fucking months.
Wow.
Welcome to episode 41, New Money Talks.
Yeah.
Let's start with that. We like that.
We got Shawn Ahmadi,
All the way from
who
Dallas.
is the wolf of Airbnb.
We're trying.
The wolf.
That's what we're going to call him today. Not to be confused with some other fake wolf running around New York City.
Yeah. There's one of them that's doing fraud all around. That's not me. That's Conrad Bridger. You know, Shawn Ahmadi does it the right way.
Shawn Ahmadi from Dallas, Texas.
You got
all
it.
the way from Dallas, all the way to New Jersey.
Yeah.
New
Travel
York,
a lot.
New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey, whatever the hell we're from.
And what are you here for?
So basically, I just came down here with family and basically just traveling the city and, you know, wanted to see Times Square. I wanted to see Wall Street, see where the money's being made. But I accidentally ended up today in Harlem.
Nice.
You took the wrong train? What
I took my bracelets off immediately. I was like, holy shit. And I was like, man, let's put our phones in our pockets and you know, let's just walk. Because, you know, you see all these things about Harlem. You don't know how it actually, but it didn't look that bad.
No, it's nice.
I've been to Skid Row and it was
nicer.
much worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How'd you end up in Harlem? Wrong train?
Yeah, we basically took the underground and basically we were running through the subway. And I think we missed 2 stops. We were trying to go to Central Park.
Oh, yeah. If you took the A train, Central Park, like next stop was like 125th Street or something like that.
Yeah,
so you come out
exactly.
and you're in Harlem. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. That's funny. Tell people, okay, so what we usually do is like, if you were in New York City for your first time, right, and you met somebody on the street, shook their hand, and they ask you, who the hell are you? What the hell do you do? What do you tell them? Giving people like the 30 to 45 minute, second spiel
Awesome.
as who the hell you are. Obviously, the wolf of Airbnb, but who are you in a sense?
So basically, my name's Shawn Ahmadi. I basically, you know, I own a property management company where we focus on short and midterm rentals, specifically Airbnb. And I've been doing that for 4 years. I'm basically a real estate investor in that aspect. A lot of people focus on long-term real estate, which is great for the long run, but I like 5-year, 10-year plays. So how can I maximize my cash in the next 10 years? Then I'll go buy the stuff and wait till I'm 70. But, you know, this concept of money that, you know, that was the intro. You know, I can keep talking. That's
no,
fine.
keep going. Go. People want to know. We're going to learn a lot about Airbnb today.
Yeah.
So, you know, when it comes to the reason I fail with short-term rentals is it's not get rich quick, but my cash on cash return is much higher than if I bought a house and rented it. Let's say we buy a house in Texas that's $400,000. We have to put 20% down. That's 100 G's. And my mortgage on that with the rates today is like $3,000 a month. We just bought a house and that's how much it's costing. And at $3,000 a month,
How do you rent for $3K a house?
Yeah, you can't rent shit in Texas for $3K anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's super luxury and you've spent $700,000. So most of long-term rentals, unless they've bought them super cheap, they're upside down. So it's like, I need some way to make more money than the average investor, right? So I came up, you know, I saw a video and basically it was talking about Airbnb and how you can basically do corporate leases. Started learning about that. And I was like, wait a second now. So I can get into a property with a lease legally, pay first month's rent, deposit, I furnish it, and basically I'm making $1,500 a month profit on each unit. So it's like, wait a second.
And how many units do you have?
28.
So do the math.
So I mean, we pull about $65K a month in revenue, right? Both portfolios combined is about
is that cleared profit?
No, that's revenue.
Okay,
Profits
okay.
around 40%.
It's not bad.
So
not bad at all.
both portfolios together, we do around $90,000 a month. So 40% of that.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Solid
you know?
month.
And if I wanted to do $35,000-$40,000 a month profit by long-term rentals, I would have to be a millionaire to buy that many houses. And I wasn't. I started with $3,000.
Wow.
You know? Because the lucky thing is anybody can do this. You don't have to be rich. You don't even have to have good credit. And you don't even have to know many people. If you're willing to grind and you put yourself out there, you can make it happen. It doesn't have to take a genius to do it.
Is this all in Dallas?
Yeah, right now we're all in Dallas, but they do Airbnbs all around the world. You know, you can do it even in India. You know, I wouldn't want to do India, but you know,
Well, why not India?
it's just not a place I travel to. You know, I've traveled a lot around the world. You know, I'm going to Iran in December. You know, I travel a lot, but you know, I've seen Airbnbs in Iraq as well.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it goes all around, except for the sanctioned countries that don't have Airbnb, obviously. But,
Dude, Airbnb is the one winning in all of this.
oh yeah,
They're killing it.
We were actually talking about it with a friend yesterday, Kyle, and they had hotels are posting their Airbnbs. I'm sorry, hotels are posting their rooms on Airbnb. Yeah, and I was like, that's how you know you've dominated the marketplace, when hotels are posting their product there.
That's crazy.
A buddy of mine actually did that. He partnered up with like hotel chains, and they were listing out these hotel units as Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly. Like if their
crazy.
vacancy is really
100%.
high, you know, then that's
So I'm curious. So you said it took you $3K to start, right? So 4 years ago you got $3K. What the hell do you do?
So now it's a little bit different. Obviously, things have gone up in prices, but let's say you don't have that much money, right? I would say, you know, if you want to set up a really good unit, you have to have anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 to start.
Really?
And basically, that will cover your first month's rent, your deposit, and your staging. Now, Sean, I don't have 15
What
grand.
staging? Like
Furniture,
furniture?
setting it up,
Okay.
basically the artwork, the designs. Like you set up this place pretty good. But for like a 2-bedroom, like on 1-bedrooms, you don't make much money unless you go and get 10 at the same time, which most people cannot afford to get 10 at the same time. So if I have $3,000 like right now, and I'm like, okay, I can maximize this, I would go look for a furnished property already, right? Like some furnished 2-bedroom condo.
People have that?
Oh yeah. There's people that I guess they moved, or basically they didn't want to deal with leaving or selling their furniture, so they just list it as a furnished rental. Not everybody will take that, so it sits on the market, right? So you can go and tell them, hey, listen, I'll take your unit, first month's rent deposit, and will you allow me to do a corporate lease there?
What's a corporate lease?
So basically, you're telling them that you're a company, you're going to lease it out, and you're going to sublease it to other people.
And you're like openly telling these people this stuff.
Oh, yeah. You have to tell them, because, Kyle, if you don't, then... And there's a lot of people that don't tell the management company what they do. But the way I've grown is to be able to build relationships with these landlords and with these property management companies. Because if you don't, and you try to do it under the rug, and if they find out, you're violating your lease. You don't have anything. You don't have a business if you technically do that. You just have cash flow. Next month, they say, hey, you're evicted.
Interesting.
You know?
So you're going to like the landlord, and you're like, hey, you have this apartment, or like say a condo, someone owns a condo, and like you're not living in it anymore, but you own it. I want to rent it, say, I don't know, like $1,800 a month, right?
Correct.
And it's like has furniture and everything inside.
Right.
And you make sure that they allow you to rent it to somebody else.
Exactly. So I always say the key word is, hey, will you allow me to do a corporate lease?
Okay.
Do you allow corporate leasing?
See, this is value right here. Just that
You know,
whole
yeah,
line in
yeah.
itself.
So they allow. If they say yes, I allow corporate leasing. Boom, you go look at the property. If it's a good one, you base that off the way it looks.
Are you even
area.
asking that before you even show up?
Yeah, I don't like. That's me personally. I don't like to show up before I know if they consider it.
What if they don't even know what that means?
Then
Like
I
some
tell you,
landlords
hey,
don't
let's
even
set up
know.
a call.
Yeah, and why would someone not consider a corporate lease?
Very easy. So basically, Airbnb and corporate leasing and stuff has, I guess, because of the news out there right now, there's a lot of bad juju around it, saying, oh, there's too many parties and too many insurance liability issues. And as a landlord myself, yeah, we want to ask those questions. Like, hey, we're afraid. Like, hey, what happens if 60 people come in here and throw a massive party? But what landlords don't understand is that's the very minority of hosts and investors like myself that do that. It's like, if I want to create a business that can last years, I'm not going to allow strangers to come and party unless I have like a 10-bedroom mansion in a farmland. And I'm like, yeah, Project X 2.0.
Like $3K a day or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I charge that. It's actually a good strategy. We're working on something like that for weddings, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's
weddings not bad.
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Weddings and funerals. I don't want to get into funeral
Funerals.
business.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, people are emotional. They'll spend any amount of money in the funeral
Jeez.
business.
Shoot, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
they were like a casket and a headstone was like 25 G's.
Wait, so say that again. You're going to throw parties for funerals.
No, not for funerals, but like have a venue for like weddings. They just print money, Kyle. Like just like $3-4 grand a night.
Yep.
You know, you have a 2-night venue, and they charge more than that too. That's just $20 grand a night for
That's crazy.
But it's like a massive, that's a big operation.
Yeah,
They
you
actually
know.
staff for that. But
But so keep going. So like corporate lease, they say no problem, sounds good.
right. If they say no problem, sounds good, then basically, you go see the property, you look at the area, if it's a good area, and then you basically have to see whether or not your numbers work. All right. There's a website called AirDNA. That's like the...
What's it called?
AirDNA.
AirDNA, okay.
AirDNA is like the AI for Airbnb. You can see how much on average that property will make you. Right? Now you have to add a little bit and subtract a little bit based on the seasons, because you make a little bit less in the winter.
Okay. Depending on where you're at, though.
Depending on where you're at. If you're always in Colorado and it's winter months, then you probably make more money in the winter, right? But I guess what I've seen work is, you have an X amount of money. You reach out for corporate lease. They give you the green light. You go see the property, and then basically you move forward with signing the lease and basically furnishing it.
Okay.
Where it comes into the problem is many people get a little bit lack of confidence. They're like, oh, what if they say, what if they say no to me, or what if they say, no, we don't accept this? I say, okay,
just go find another one.
Go find another one.
Yeah, there's millions of them.
This is a sales game. This is what people need to understand. This is a sales game. I love sales. I'm good at it. I can hustle. Some people aren't. That's why I tell them, you don't always have to get on the phone. I don't even waste my time getting on the phone with landlords. I just blast text messages out. I do text messages blast. I just text 50 people a day.
Really?
Of those 50, 2 or 3 will respond green light.
Oh, so you're just copy and pasting the same message?
Same text.
Yeah,
I just modify the address.
Like you go on Zillow or something. You just
Zillow.
Find
Boom,
addresses.
Boom, go through Zillow. Yeah.
Sauce right here.
Exactly.
Keep going. I like this. Is funny.
30, 40. I go through 30, 40 people. Like whenever we're in hunting mode, I call it hunting mode. Right. My partner Pierre. Right. He can be
shout out Pierre.
Hey, shout out to Pierre, man. What's up, bro? So basically, whenever we're in hunting mode, like right now, we're looking for a pool property. Right. I'll be on Zillow. I'll set 2 days a week for this. I'll message 100 landlords. Out of those, 15, 20 people will respond, yes, let's talk. 80 won't, 50 of those won't respond. 20 of them will say no, fuck them. We go on to the next. Right? Straight up. I don't even message back. No, have a good one. Yeah. Straight up.
That's going viral, that one.
And then we went, what did we say? Oh, so whenever we're in hunting mode and the ones that ask us questions, the next question after they say, yes, we accept it, or let's talk more. Before we talk more, do you have an HOA here? HOAs are homeowner association companies. They have them in neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Because I do houses. I don't touch condos because you have management companies to deal with and receptionists, So with HOAs, they're the basically people, they're like the nosy people in neighborhoods that tell the neighborhood what to do and what not to do. Even though you've bought your damn house, people can tell you, hey, you can't paint your door.
If it's like in a whole community type of thing, right? Yeah,
exactly.
like gated community.
Yeah, I would not touch a Airbnb in an HOA neighborhood unless they've been grandfathered in or they say in writing specifically, we will allow you to do this. And even then, because it costs us 20, 25 G's to furnish it. So if basically it's not, it's not somewhere where I know that I can stay and make money for at least 3 to 5 years. So I look at a property not on a 1 year run. I want to do it.
Are you signing like your leases, corporate leases with these people, or like 5-year leases with these people?
So we started out doing 1 year leases, but the problem with that is in this market, the landlords will increase the rent. We say, oh, he's making money. Market's going up. So let's jack up his rent $400 next month. And let's say your profit on that unit is average of $1,900 a month, $400 across 20 properties. You're about to get slaughtered.
8K, 10K.
Yeah. So I would try to sign 24 months if it's your first one.
They must love that though, the landlords, no?
They do, and the thing is, that's what landlords love it, but you have to make sure they don't take advantage of you. Because even though we're trying to, it's a win-win situation for the landlord because they don't have to have vacancy, and we cover like minor maintenance up to like $150. We clean the properties multiple times a week, and it's like that part that they don't understand. I see so many times on call, like on Instagram, people are saying, "Oh, I would never let someone do that to my house." I said, "What? You want to wait 3 months in the Christmas time for someone to rent your piece of shit?" No, I'm saying go, and it's just like baffles me. And half of them that run their mouth like this have nothing. They don't have any properties to even let or not let someone to do it. Mm-hmm. And they always complain about 3 things. We don't want people coming in and out. We don't want partying. And we are worried about insurance. First of all, when you've rented it as a long-term tenant, so the person's aunt, uncles, grandfathers, and their pregnant cousin that comes over, they don't know. Yeah. And then, I always tell them, like, look, we have strict rules that we enforce for guests. We're nice, but at the same time, we're very firm with them. So that way they don't party, they don't create issues and stuff like that. And let me just mute this out. So that's that. And basically, whenever it comes to that, I lost my train of thought.
What is up, New Money Talks fam? Super, super excited to hop on here to shout out our amazing sponsor, Printful. You've definitely heard of these guys, but if you haven't, you need to check them out. These guys are amazing for so many things, but honestly, 2 things are amazing. Look, if you want to start a business, print-on-demand business, it's amazing. You can literally plug these guys into your Shopify store, and they're on WooCommerce, Wix, you name it, they're on it. Amazing integration. But what you could do, you can start a business tomorrow. any logo, any design you want on a hat, on a shirt, shorts, joggers, backpacks, mugs. You can make it and not have any inventory. You can drop ship it all from Printful. They're amazing. That's number one. Number two, if you own a business, wow, like you should be ordering from Printful. For Ship Dudes, we do it. I know for Kyle at Scale Brands, they do it. All merch, hats, backpacks, polos, uniforms. Look, fast shipping, great quality, great prices. You just can't beat it. And also, it's low batch. You don't have to order 100 units. You can order one at a time, and the quality is just amazing. We love these guys. You should check them out. We have our link in description /NMT. Use the link. We appreciate it. It helps out a whole bunch. And honestly, Printful, there's no one better in the space. So if you need merch, we're about to have some New Money Talks merch. They're amazing. Printful is the way to go. Check them out. Printful, if you don't know them, you should know them now. New Money Talks fam, I'm telling you, you guys are the best in the space. Anyways, back to the episode. Appreciate you guys. Stupid question. How you spending $25K on furnishing a fucking house?
So
That's
here's
a lot
the
of
thing.
money, no?
Yeah. So
Furniture.
here's the thing. I always include the price of the deposit and the first month's rent. When like investors reach out and they'll be like, hey, how much does it cost for me to set up my first unit? It'll run you about 25 G's for your first one. Now, that was when we were spending just here, credit card, debit card. But now that I've done it much better, and in this market where there's a lot of people failing, what you can do is someone already tried it. It didn't work for them.
Also, the place is already furnished.
Yeah. No, not only that. So they spent 25K on furniture. We actually did this in March. There was some beautiful furniture. But I'm talking they spent 35K on furniture. We whopped it, spent $7,000 cash. Because they've already lost the business, right?
Yeah.
They didn't know how to manage it.
Also, you knew that place was an Airbnb spot already?
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Yeah.
outta here.
So there's Facebook groups where they'll sell their furniture. I didn't have this when I was starting because you could put a porta potty on Airbnb and you'd make money, right? When I started. But 2 years later, everybody and their mother wanted to get into this. Calling me, people would text me.
It's like Airbnb automation. Whatever
Exactly. It's like Amazon, FBA, all that. So, people were getting into it, but when you get into this business, it's not just
It's not a get rich quick scheme.
Exactly. You have to know a little bit about property management, even though I learned as I went as well. You don't have to be an expert in this shit. And like hotels, airlines, they spend thousands of dollars, millions, to basically learn revenue management. Hey, what price should I charge tonight? How should I run this business? Many people that get in, they just saw a YouTube video, but they don't do actually enough research to see, okay, if I price this much, how much should I set my cleaning fee? There's a lot of people are going crazy about the cleaning fee. They're like, oh, I don't want to go.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah. Because, a lot of Airbnb customers were like, why do we have to pay $400 cleaning fee? And there's a lot of hosts that charge that amount. And it's like, why are you charging $400 for a 3-bedroom house? What we charge $150 so we can pay the cleaner and have some money left for us.
Yeah.
Looks like $100 to clean a house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why the hell are they charging $400?
They want to be greedy. And they think they're going to hit the bank with one house. Yeah. If you're in Airbnb with one house, you're not making it unless that hoe is 10,000 square feet. You got 6 bedrooms and you're going to throw Project X parties in there in the middle of the woods. Do not do that. That's not sustainable.
So
you're going volume.
I like volume. Right.
So, all right. So I'm still curious. How you spend 20K on furniture is just fucking crazy.
So
in here's not 20K in furniture. How much you paying furniture here? Like, I don't know.
This
1,000?
No, okay. I'll give you an example.
5,000?
Actually, are you including like TVs? Like
I'm including everything.
Oh, so this place is just like empty.
Empty, bro.
Yeah,
not even
okay.
So basically, we go
so
in.
maybe like 10.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Shalimar. This property we call it Little Italy.
What's it called?
It's Shalimar. It's Street Shalimar in Plano.
Okay.
We have an Airbnb there. We furnished it. Our front to end cost on that was about $25,000, and that was before we could find properties that people have failed on, so we could take their furniture. So basically, first month's rent, first month's rent deposit, that was about $4,600, and then we had 6 TVs in that property. Each TV, $400 on average, and then you have to pay someone $100 the TV to mount it.
Yeah.
And then we had to, we bought furniture for like 10, 12K.
Like couches, beds,
tables. 7 beds, pool tables, jacuzzi. The jacuzzi spent like $3,000. You know, those are, but you don't.
But that
have
increases the value of your daily.
Right,
daily
but the
rate.
thing is, I had already 9 of them before I went that big. So your first one, you don't have to
Start
spend
small.
all out.
Yeah.
People can furnish these days with like $8,000, 7 G's. But not like a 5-bedroom house with 7.
Yeah.
Unless you find someone that's really struggling and you take their furniture.
Yeah.
So deposit, first month's rent, 20K, and now how do you get your 25K back?
Yeah. Like,
So-
what's the ROI like?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. let's say each. So on a big property like that.
And at that point, have you paid a second month's rent too? At that point, by the
No,
time
no,
it's
no.
furnished?
What I tried to do, well, your first time setting one up, you're gonna be so out of breath and confused because it's a learning a lot. Where should I mount this TV? Where should I put this couch? Where should I put that plant? Because it adds up. It matters a lot to people. I don't know why, but these days when competition is so high, you have to focus on design. Your interior design has to be fucking the
so
best.
when you take the picture, people are like, "Oh wow!"
Oh
this is
yeah,
beautiful."
exactly.
Yeah,
We bring photographers inside because even the ones that are failing, you look at their pictures, you'll cry.
Yeah,
It looks like a hospital.
Yeah.
It's like a blue wall or
Exactly. It
something.
looks like a blue wall, and then they have one small picture like that, up top. And Pierre was the interior designer. He knew how to make the guest book, right? For me, I was like, all right, I know how to do pricing, right? He was like, okay, we need to put this basically artwork there. You need to put this rug here. This is how your door should even look. Like he was the expert when it came to interior design. Me, I was like, let's make money.
Yeah.
We need both kind of. Right?
Exactly.
need
You
the
do.
yin
You
and
do.
the yang.
You do because if you make it too basic, you will fail.
So there's people who like end up paying like a second month's rent and haven't even rented it
Exactly, because you have something called burn cost. Burn is basically your daily expenditure because you're not booked yet. So divide your monthly rent by 30 and your average utilities by 30. You're running that through
It's like
the
$100
day.
a day.
Yeah, $200-$300. So normally now with our team, it takes us 7 days, 10 days to set up a property max. But a newbie will take them about 2-3 weeks.
Okay, then how do you start getting paid?
So okay, after you furnish the property, you look for a local photographer, right? And then basically, your photographer comes out. You tell them to take nice real estate photography pictures. Don't hire someone that takes headshots, because they're going to take the picture of the couch, just like half the couch cut off. Real estate photographers, right? Even if they specify an Airbnb, that's even better, because they know how to angle the rooms the right way to make sure, hey, I can show how big this is, yada, yada, yada. And then once we've taken the pictures, you've paid the photographer. They send you a link with all the pictures. You download them. And then you put them all on Airbnb.
How long is that? Do you have to get like approved from Airbnb and everything? Like how long is that process? Is there approval on Airbnb? I've never even posted on
No.
Airbnb
You
before.
listen. You're ready to roll.
You can list in like an hour.
I can list right now.
like images, listing.
Well, okay. So whenever you're listing your property, you have descriptions, you have titles, you have pricing.
Course.
So it'll take probably 2 hours for me.
But like, there's no like, oh, we'll approve you tomorrow.
No. You're ready to roll. There's no
Wow.
approval.
Then so the second like you post it with title, this and that, it's on there.
Exactly.
You good?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's like an addiction. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
in a
Oh,
second.
good. What's that? Like someone booked you some shit like that?
No, yeah. I love
Actually?
seeing that notifications. Yeah, not now, but
It's like
yeah.
Shopify, like cha-ching.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. So-
yeah.
Once you get past like 5 or 10 units, you're having instant messages coming. Airbnb, VR Bureau, and there's different platforms.
What is it?
It's called
Like
VR
Vrbo,
Bureau.
VRBO.
Vrbo. I said it right.
Yeah.
I said it wrong. My bad. For VR.
Oh, that's like Airbnb. It's like
Yeah,
Airbnb.
it's like
So-
Airbnb's competitor, but we just have it on as well. So when people run Airbnbs, they don't say like that's not our only market of guests. I can have tenants that come in for a year, but they pay me that furnished price, right? So we had one person, that comes from insurance companies, right? People, their house lights on fire. They need a place to stay for a year.
Oh, that's smart as
Insurance is not going to put them in a hotel. They're gonna book with me, and then my break even on that house is $3,000. They booked her for $5,500 a month for 12 fucking months.
Wow.
That's 60 racks.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and then you just made $30,000 in one lease. Landlord will take him 4 or 5 years before he makes that.
Yeah.
Wow. So
That's smart insurance companies right there. How do you figure that one out? That's in the course.
they actually reached. Yeah, it's in the course. So we do have a course. If you do want to learn this business, reach out
We'll
to
put the
me.
link in the
Yeah,
bio.
well,
Exactly.
description.
Reach out to me, and we'll make sure you
We'll
get set up.
talk about that too. I want
Awesome.
to figure that out. But like, how'd you figure out the insurance? That's very interesting.
They reached out to me one time.
Really?
So if you get into the Airbnb business, you want to basically kind of put it everywhere, right? Put it on your social media. If you guys want to stay, here's our link. And also, I list the properties on Zillow. Furnished.
For sale?
No, for
rent.
lease.
Oh.
Yeah, because if someone gives you a 6-month lease at the same rate that you were going to make on Airbnb, for 6 months, you don't have to touch the damn thing. You know?
Interesting.
You don't have to pay cleaners to go to that property because someone's always in
So you
there.
got to create more like paperwork and like contractual agreements.
like a
for
lease,
that
no?
being-
Yeah, just one lease.
Yeah, it's like
I'll create one lease for
So
25
like you got to
months.
lease,
Lease is
you, like
easy.
you got to lease with the owner, and then they got to lease with you.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's the whole
Wow.
bit.
He's subleasing. pretty
Exactly.
much.
And it's a beautiful concept. Whoever says subleasing doesn't work, give
No,
me
no.
the drugs they're on.
It works. No, it definitely works. But
You
like,
know?
so pretty much you're trying to find like the arbitrage every single time.
Exactly.
It's like someone's willing to rent you for $2,000, but you can get like $3,000 for it. Pretty much. That's
Exactly.
every single time.
You need to look at your margins. For
Yeah.
example, there are properties. So like for me, I haven't touched a property where the rents are over $2,600 in my area. But now rates have gone up. Rents have gone up, and the cost that I can charge the guests have gone up as well. So when we're looking for a pool property, I don't mind spending $3,700 a month in rent because I have 28 units, I have backup cash, and I have monthly revenue coming in. For your first one, don't do something.
I was
too
gonna say, on
big.
your first property, was it a flop?
Flop. What do you mean?
Like, did you, from your first property, were you successful?
Oh yeah. The first property was in Dallas. It was a condo.
4 years ago.
Yeah, December 2019. My
Okay.
first unit. Shit, I remember it.
Was it
We'll put a picture up. It
No
looked
good?
horrible. Yeah.
no good?
No. I mean, it made money. Like, I mean, this was the very beginning when Airbnb was taken off. Even though it's been on.
made money.
Yeah. So I mean, it was making crazy money. Like I was, I had the place for 2.5 years. Right. Landlord was a cuckoo landlord, and you'll learn this a lot about landlords. Some of them, I don't know what they've been through in their life. I don't know, their PTSD or something, bro. Like they have issues. Like you tell them to, fuck. Let's get into this. So basically, like I'm renting that property for $1,400 a month. I'm renting it out for $2,700.
How the fuck did you do that?
So basically,
Like
the rent.
one bedroom?
Yeah, well, it was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
But why would they give you $1,400? That's so cheap.
Well, at that point, the landlord also didn't know what the hell they're doing, but also at that point, rents were cheaper. So, and you can still make a $1,200 spread, $800 to $1,200 on a 2-bedroom. So it's still doable, but it was already furnished. But it had it did not look good, but it was doable. I had 4.9 star. We'll put the pictures up. I mean, I was making money. It was my first time, right?
Have you ever painted any of these things too, like yourself?
Yeah. One of the properties we did do it like we do accent walls. Basically, we have a GC company, Home Renovations. They come out and they'll basically, let's say they paint this wall gray with white lines, right? It'll make the room pop, right? If you want it to match like the gray couch.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
I've painted
That's
certain
interesting.
things
That's
with the
interesting.
permission of the landlord. You don't want to do anything
Yeah.
without the permission of them because, even though you can paint it back, it's their house and you don't want to burn bridges.
Yeah.
I've burned a few bridges,
You have?
Oh yeah, dude. In this business, you can get sued real quick.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I've had my
Like
issues.
small
with that.
claims court and all this.
Oh
other
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. So with this landlord, that was actually the first lawsuit I got. So after 2 years, right? This landlord, I don't know if she had issues going on in her life, and and her property manager, the guy who took his first chance on me, passed away, and so Adam Karen was his name. He was first property manager before I started the business. He's like, I'll give you a shot. He passed away, but the landlord he left me with was cuckoo. She was nuts. I asked her to change a dishwasher. I bullshit you not. She started having a panic attack.
But you were gonna pay for the dishwasher.
Hell no, I didn't break it.
Oh,
That's another thing we're
that's
gonna
why.
do. Yeah. So she started freaking out. Oh, I can't take this. I can't handle this. I was like, hold on, slow down. What can't you handle? This landlords are most of them are used to repairs. Issues happen.
Yeah.
These properties aren't from 2023. They're from 1990s.
I see why you got
1980s.
crazy. Like, you broke my dishwasher.
Yeah, but that's not the case. I didn't break shit. It was just old and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And
And you asked her to fix it. That's funny.
yeah, so I didn't break it. Hey, it's malfunction. Dude, we need a service request. So she came out. No, she sent someone to come look at it, and then she just texted me, "Hey, we're having to terminate the lease in July or August," and we were in March. But I was like, "What?" And that's the busy time of the month. You're gonna break me in the summer? I'm leaving now. It's already furnished. Shit ain't mine. I've made money. I made almost $50,000 in that property, right? It helped me replicate so many more,
Yeah.
right? And I called my lawyer. I was like, "Hey, you're gonna get me out of this lease, in a month." His name's
Yeah.
Michael. So Michael, if you're looking, I always call him the Wolf of Law in Dallas because he's aggressive, just like me, when it comes to business. And when you're in this business, a lot of people can take advantage of you, from real estate agents all the way to landlords. And this is a win-win for everybody. You just have to make sure everybody knows their position. Everybody needs to know their place. And sometimes they think, I was like 23, 24 when on the come up. And they're like, 23, 24-year-old kid, let's try to take advantage
Like
of them.
set the expectations and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I said it from the beginning. Hey, we like your property. We want to do this. But with repairs, I want to make sure that if an AC breaks down in Texas, you're not going to take 4 days to get back to me.
Yeah.
And most of them are very good. Like I like all of my landlords, most of them. And, with this one, she started freaking out. So we broke the lease. We got Michael involved and, basically I left the lease early because I'm not going to wait till you tell. If you tell me, and that's just my personality, right? If you back me up in the corner, I'll break the wall. I'll jump off the corner myself. They have a gun in my head over like a tower. I'll jump off the tower so that way you didn't get the green light. That's just my personality in business, you know. I won't let someone get one over me.
Yeah.
Now, but sometimes that does happen. I've been screwed before too, you know. So, when was it? We had a we had a blinds, not like these. They were like really cheap blinds, and I knew they were fucked up. And these guests, like, here's the thing, man. Sometimes, like, you know, I'm Middle Eastern, right? And you know, so I'm not racist by any means. We can cut this if it's not good.
Oh, it's definitely staying.
That's definitely staying.
But you know, it's like, but with our cultures, right? We love our kids, we love our families, but sometimes they don't have control of their kids. Sometimes, if you go into a shopping mall and they're running around and screaming, like, relax. This kid climbs the. There's like a step that goes to the window. He pulls the blinds. This kid, this little foreign kid. And the reason I'm saying foreign is because the parents were telling us that we have to pay for something. Here's what we did. So the blinds broke and hit the kid in the head. We felt really bad. But it's 2 a.m. It was like, my kid's bleeding. I said, okay, why are you telling me? Go to ER. We have insurance. We'll take care of you. I was being very nice.
Yeah.
But then she goes,
Oh, they call you at 2 a.m?
yeah, I didn't pick up. I was like, texting me. I'm asleep. That's in the beginning. Once you have, now you're growing the portfolio, you have to give really good customer service, which I do. A 7 out of 10 job here is 10 out of 10. With customer service, like, pull me one. Like, I'll get into that. That's a funny part.
Keep going. ER or whatever.
This guest messages me and says, guys, I'm a very, after 2 a.m., I don't like to be fucked with. After 2 a.m. and before 10 a.m. I'm not one of these entrepreneurs, wake up at 6, take your cold shower, meditate. I do exercise, I go gym, I got to lose some weight. But, you know, I used to be in shape, I lift weights, but cardio, we're working on it. But when it comes to my sleep, I don't have a set routine to be like, oh, I wake up at 10. You know, that's the benefit of being an entrepreneur. You wake up when you want. Now, to be efficient, sure, wake up at 8, 7. No, 7's too early. Wake up at 8, get your stuff done. The guest messaged me that, hey, some kid pulled the blind, or
like my kid pulled the blind.
No, she said my kid touched the blind and it fell. I know they had pulled it, but the blind was broken. I'm not gonna lie. And basically, I had busted the kid's eye open, and you know, we were like, sure, we'll take care of it, but you know, we have insurance, we'll cover you. And then she was like, no, I need to be compensated. Well, that set me off because it's like, look, if your son or daughter has been in an accident, you're worried about their health or compensated. And because I know my people, right? They weren't where I'm from, but they were around my space.
Yeah.
And I said, here's $50, take the family to lunch. There were about 10 family members. $50 won't get you shit for 10 people, Kyle.
McDonald's.
Yeah, and then she went crazy. I closed my phone and went back to sleep. Here's the thing, like,
that's $50 Venmo.
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh yeah.
To make them upset, I did send them $50 right after.
Yeah, if they cared about the kids' health, they were going to the hospital.
Compensated. Go to the hospital, you
Yeah.
kids or whatnot, you know? And that's
what is up, New Money Talks fam? Super excited to hop on here to shout out our amazing sponsor, Treat. You got to check them out. Try treat.io. Link in the description. These guys are changing the game. I know your ROAS is suffering. IG, Facebook. Dude, these meta ads, they're a pain in the butt right now. We get it. I know. But look, creative is the only thing you can control. But creative is so freaking expensive nowadays. But what Treat has done is they changed the game. They built this awesome platform that integrates with Google Analytics, Facebook ads, Shopify, Shopify Plus, Klaviyo, Recharge, you name it, they integrate with it. And what it does is it makes a whole bunch of product photography that you can push into Meta, push into your IG ads and just optimize. Helps find the best, highest converting customers automatically. These guys are changing the game. I've never seen anything like this before. They can make thousands and thousands of product images that you can use to optimize instantaneously into IG and Facebook. So look, that ROAS is gonna go up. You just gotta use Treat. It's kind of crazy. We've been using it. We told all our friends to use it, and honestly, we're telling you guys, New Money Talks fam, you gotta check them out. Link in the description below. Amazing team, amazing technology. Honestly, a game changer. You'll thank us later once you plug these guys in. Like I said, check it out. Link in the description. Treat. Try treat.io. Look, if you aren't using them, you're doing something wrong. Now, back to the episode.
where it comes back. In this business, you have to give good customer service, but there reaches a point where guest expectations have gone up too.
Yeah.
The people who come to Airbnb thinks that they book one of my properties in Plano, Texas, not Beverly Hills. They're spending $240 a night. They think they've spent $1,000 a night. They'll be like, hey, we need like extra this. Look, what is there is what it has. In the pictures, we put 2 towels per bed or 3 towels per bed. We're not giving you 6 because at 28 properties, college, the towels are gold. And I know what they do. They put their makeup on it. You know, they put bleach on the towels. They drink the towels. I don't know. You put 50 towels, you're going to be ending up with 10. You know, same thing with sheets. So many people will put so many extra sheets for the guests.
Yeah.
You know, so listen, they will eat this shit. They put bleach on it. They piss and shit on it. And their dogs come in period blood on it. I've seen it all. You know? We love this business, but at the same time, it has its headaches for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you'll have cleaners who will fucking quit right on the spot, and then you have to find new ones. So, sure, the money's good, but you have your headaches. You know, there's a couple big players that I won't name that they have like over 300 Airbnbs, you know, in our cities, and you know they're in Jersey, Philly, and they do great. I can't play that volume. I don't like apartments. I don't like condos. I rather go with houses because it's more money per unit. One house can bring me $2,500 a month.
So apartment
profit.
for like $500.
What profit?
Yeah.
So 1 bedroom.
Also, like how much you rent these things? You said like $200 a day, right? Like in Texas, like
let's say we're renting
Texas.
$250, $280 a night on
But
a
like,
3
and how many nights in a month you get it rented though?
I'm at like 80-90% occupancy all the time.
How's that? Who's going to Plano, Texas?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. When I was expecting the fuck's coming here.
I don't even know where that is.
Think about it. Let's say you have a population in your city of let's say 10 million people. That 10 million people have family. One of them dies, they have to come. They get married, one of them comes.
Like
They
in
go
New Jersey, can you do this?
So this is the main thing. Wherever you plan to do this, you need to look up the regulations, right? In Hoboken, I think there's some laws against it.
Oh, you know Hoboken.
Yeah. One of our friends was trying to do a cabin in where's the idiot? The spot around here.
Weehawk and Edgewater.
No, it starts with a P. Popsicola? Popcola?
I don't know. Pompton Lakes.
Poconos.
Poconos.
Pinocchio.
Yeah, Poconos. So,
There's a lot of Airbnbs over there.
Yeah.
yeah, there are. So basically, you just have to make sure. My bad. There we go. So basically, you just have to make sure that the city that you're doing it on, you have to research that city, right? Short-term rental regulations in New Jersey. People make this so complicated and they break the rules and they get fucked and they make a bad name for players like me because we're not really considered beginners anymore. So when we try to go and get 2-3 units and things like that, it's like you're not going to be able to bend the rules with them. You try to lie or you try to do, and like there's certain cities that are really 100% against it. I think it was. So Dallas just banned Airbnbs. City of Dallas itself.
Wow.
Yeah. No, really, I don't have any in Dallas.
Oh, they're all outside of Dallas.
Yeah.
You're
No,
from
actually,
Dallas.
yeah. So basically,
Also like suburbs of Dallas.
yeah, exactly. Like actual city of Dallas, they just banned Airbnb, and that's because some neighbors were yapping about parties, and they have a point. Because there's one neighborhood in Northwest Highway in Dallas, if you guys know this, it's all fucking Airbnbs, that whole strip. And I wouldn't want to live next to them either, because I know the hosts, bro. Whenever parties happen at Airbnbs, we'll put the guest blame to the side. If your management company is not on top of that, it's your fault. You know, it's like we have strict rules. We set good pricing, competitive pricing, so it weeds out the trash. With the prices that we charge, they can't party in one night. If we have a one night, like let's say someone is booked from Monday through Thursday, Friday is vacant, and then someone's booked from Saturday to Tuesday. I'll unblock Friday for one night, but I'll jack up the price to $500. Very rarely you'll get people who will book that one night for $500 to just party.
Wait, so are you sitting on the computer fucking doing this?
Oh yeah. Well, now I have assistants that do it.
Yeah.
VAs. We pay them $400 a month.
Yeah.
Full time.
Oh, we know about that.
Hell
we know
yeah.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, they're the best. They save your business and they save you
They work
thousands.
10 times harder
Philippines
than
or whatever?
Americans.
Yeah, Philippines.
Yeah.
And the good thing about the Filipino, very honest people, very loyal. You try to hire people from here. Why am I doing this? Why do I have to do this? I want to raise. Fuck you, bitch. Just started.
Yeah.
And it's for real, man. I've worked with, it's the same thing we see with when we hire cleaners, right? People's expectations in this country have gone up so much. Contractors make more than investors these days.
Yeah, literally.
Plumbers. We need to be plumbers, man. They make money.
Yo, plumbers,
Yeah.
electricians make fucking money.
Yeah,
really
you go
do.
next to like 7-figure houses, and then in front of it's parked is a plumbing truck. You would think that the guy's there working. That's his car. That's his house.
That's his
Yeah.
house.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny how you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, and people say, okay, well, how can I make sure my Airbnbs don't have party issues? You have strict rules. You have a high nightly price or something that matches the market, and you don't allow one night rentals.
So one night rental is the party. That means it's a party.
Most of the time.
You require them to have more than one.
Exactly. But because I'm at 28 units, I know I can fish the shit to see if they're actually there to do that. You know, and I'll charge the expensive price because I know how to manage it. When you're starting out, don't take one night rentals. It's good, you know, because they'll take one night rentals in like apartment this big, and they'll put 20 people in here.
Rip a party.
Oh yeah, they will.
$150.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Charge them 600. They won't do that.
Obviously.
You know, and I say no parties, $1,000 penalty. No smoking, $3,000 penalty.
Oh, you could do that.
Wow.
No, yeah, dude. I wish someone smokes. I love it. I make so much money off smoking.
Wow.
How do you know if they smoked?
You got
So your
cameras.
cleaner goes in, and if it smells like cigarettes, we look for the ashes because these people are such
You
idiots.
just take a picture of
Yeah,
it.
you take a picture of the blunt or whatever they've smoked, you charge them $1,000. If they don't pay it, you submit it to Airbnb, you get reimbursed because the cost of cleaning, basically smoke remediation, is about $1,000. Now,
You don't actually do that, do you?
Huh?
You don't actually fucking
You got
do that.
you got some better rates.
it's
You put a little
it's,
Febreze
it's
the next
smoke
day.
remediation from the company of Febreze. Okay, they do the best smoke remediation. You know, and here's the thing: like people say, "Oh, you're defrauding the system." No,
Bullshit.
you have to. You think if you go to a hotel and they charge you $50 for one pillow that you stain or whatever, you think that pillow is $50 for them?
Yeah.
Depends on the
no.
hotel, but you know, everybody does this.
Yep.
Airlines
What you call
oversell
it,
seats.
smoke remediation.
Yeah, smoke remediation. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, that's
Wait,
what it is.
so how come like if you have like a one night type of deal or like any night deal, do you always have like that $1,000 fucking smoking thing, $3,000?
Oh, that's an automatic message that goes out to anybody that books.
Really?
It doesn't have to be one night. It can be 6 months. It can be 3 nights.
And Airbnb lets you like charges people that.
So you request the payment from them. If they deny it, then Airbnb covers you up to $1 million. If you can show the
Wow.
damage that was done.
Yeah.
Now on party fees and like on penalties, it has to match a market cost of something that you lost or something that was broken.
Mhm.
So when I say,
It's probably such a headache when that happens though.
well, now once you have a system, you take all the pictures, you submit it to
profit on
Airbnb. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the spread on that's 0 to 100. So you know.
You made $1,000 in a night. Not
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they smoke all the time. But,
Yeah.
you know, there's damages. You know.
Now
You
you
gotta-
set those rates or
You can set whatever. Well, here's the thing.
for like the smoking
Average,
fees?
yeah, for
and
the
stuff?
average. So smoke remediation average cost is $1,000 if you actually get it done, right? If you submit that you've done it, the future guests are happy, and you've proved, hey, here they were smoking this reservation.
I
Now, you can
love
do
it.
You do it in 6 months. We'll fix it. We'll fix it up later. But I mean, that's one of the hacks no one talks about. You know, off one pack of cigarettes, you make how many, 20 grand. Leave the pack of cigarettes on the side table. They find it.
You start smoking there yourself.
Yeah.
So all right, so serious question. There's got to be some Airbnb hosts that fraudulently place a pack of cigarettes somewhere and be like, oh, they were.
So that's what I
smoking.
don't agree with. Here's the thing: like, I want to run a legitimate business as much to the point that I can.
But that's got to. I'm not saying that you
No,
would ever.
No,
do
no,
that.
no.
I'm
But no,
saying
there's
it
definitely
exists.
Yeah, there's
It
definitely
100% exists.
Oh yeah, there's definitely fraudulent Airbnb hosts. That's why the industry's like getting a really bad name.
Yeah.
You know, they charge crazy fees, crazy cleaning fees. Like, let them smoke in the property. Don't charge them crazy cleaning fees because
Yeah.
all TikTok has become is people bitching about Airbnb. How much time do these people have, Kyle?
Honestly,
Bring
too
them on
much.
the podcast.
Airbnb must love this though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
good, bad, not bad.
you give it
Airbnb
it's
still.
just like engagement. I hope this
Yeah.
goes viral and they talk shit about me all the time.
Yeah.
It's
you
gonna
have
blow
people,
up.
People fucking
Yeah, because
left
all
and
the
right.
kids from high school, you see yacht, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Sean, 1 million views." Yes, sir. Hey, clip that. Clip that right there.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you do any traveling or anything too, or like you just kind of stay in,
No, so,
in
I mean-
Texas?
I love basically.
You go to Dubai or anything?
No. Fuck no. I'm not Dubai yet. Dubai got to go with money. We're not in James level yet. Okay. For traveling, so 2019, I was going through a lot of anxiety, depression, OCD, and during that time period when you're going through that, you really don't want to leave the house. So I just was working on the business, right? Went to therapy, fixed myself up, surrounded myself with some good people, and I brought myself out of it. In December 2021, my sister was like, okay, you've cured your stuff. Now you need to start living. You need to start having fun. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm safe. I'm having fun. He was like, no, you've created a shell for yourself. And because you used to have panic attacks, you want to stay within that shell of everything that keeps you safe. You need to push yourself out that fucking comfort zone. And I think, side note, coming from a anxiety disorder, OCD, and depression, you put yourself out of that comfort zone. It's better than any pill you will ever take. Many people want to take pills and things like that. Obviously, some of them need it, but I hear so many people abusing this stuff. It's like Tate always says, they give you painkillers, don't take it. When it comes to Zoloft and all that shit, it's honestly, I think it keeps you down, right? So once I came out of that, my cousin was like, you need to push yourself outside of the comfort zone. And I was like, okay. So it took a lot for me to take my first trip after going through all that. So my first trip was Miami. So think about it. You've had a panic disorder for like 3 years, nonstop having panic attacks. You gotten better. Then you're about to go to Miami. Strip club city. Okay? Baddies everywhere. Nightclubs, all that stuff. So if you have history of panic attacks, that's where it's going to come out. So it was my birthday, March of 2022. I go to Miami, bottle service at Live, Versace Mansion. It was a great time. And I have no panic attacks.
Who you going with?
I went with like a group of guys, and it was the best time of my life, best birthday. And when I came back from that, it was like, holy shit, the anxiety's gone. Once I put myself out there to that extent, because you're doing nightclubs with like 5,000 people in that setting, so you're gonna panic. You're gonna panic the fuck there.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, many I guess men with anxiety don't really like to talk about it, but it's like because they think it makes them weak. I will tell you, I wouldn't have a 7-figure business if it wasn't for the anxiety disorder, because you learn shit from it, and then whenever you deal with it, you can apply with like how you dealt with it or how you overcame that obstacle in business too. So I've been in Miami last year, then I went to New Orleans. If you guys haven't been to New Orleans, good luck on that one. It's fun to see for your first or 2 times. Sorry for the viewers if you guys are from New Orleans, but New Orleans is like a ratchet Vegas.
And Vegas is ratchet.
And Vegas is already ratchet.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have never seen some crazy shit. Like in New Orleans, there was that dude had a pet rooster on his shoulder. His sign said, "Pet my cock." No, that's good. And then
That's gonna go viral.
And then there was one. No, we were just walking in the street, and like there's like maybe 2,000 college kids standing on the balcony just smoking weed. It's like a cloud of weed just going by. And I was like, dude, is this safe for us to be in this? Not because of people jacking you, but like your body
person
health.
up there.
I'm overweight, but my lungs still work.
Yo, that's $1,000 a person up there.
Yeah, exactly.
You just see dollar signs.
Yeah,
That's $2 million. Actually.
exactly. And then no, New Orleans was a shit. I mean, it was fun. We went for a wedding, beautiful wedding, and then I went with Pierre. And Pierre doesn't like long car rides. He doesn't like to sit still.
Who does?
I don't mind, but it was an
Yeah.
8-9 hour drive with me. So the thing with Pierre is like he's like my older brother. So like I can chat shit with him about anything. And for him, he doesn't like to sit still. He'll go walking, he'll be working, but he doesn't like to sit still. So we're about to be a 9-hour car ride. Like, Pierre, you ready? Got your blankets? And he was like, dude, what are you talking about? I don't want to drive. So I was driving, he was in the passenger seat. Nevertheless, we had a great time. New Orleans is definitely it's a place to see, but don't take your parents. You know, it's not like, hey, mom, I want to show you a new city in America. No. No, go with your boys. You'll have fun. You go with a family, you're going to get judged. Why the hell you bring me here? Then so Miami, New Orleans. Then in August, we went to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Beautiful place. I absolutely loved it. The weather, the sand, the water was light blue. The girls, I mean, everything was just amazing. Popping.
Sosua Beach.
Yeah.
Sosua Beach.
Wait, where's that?
It's in DR. It's in the other side.
Puerto Plata.
Puerto Plata, yeah.
Oh, really?
I went there last year.
How was it?
It was nice. I mean,
He's been to like Bali, Europe, all this
Really?
shit.
yeah,
He's like,
I definitely want to try Punta Cana
It's
for sure.
beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
And then like, it was amazing. And then after Punta Cana, where else did I go?
New York.
I've been in New York. I've been to
Yeah.
London like 16 times. I love London.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how James loves Dubai? I love London.
Really?
London is just like something you'll learn about Europeans. They're the fucking happiest people on earth after Hispanics. Hispanics are the happiest people on earth. You could go to the poorest country. You could go Honduras, but the guy on the side of the road, even though he's homeless, he's smiling.
Yeah.
In America, we could be rich and we're like this. Oh, my VAs aren't working.
He's got a
today," or some
nicer.
shit.
He's got a nicer
You know?
car than
Someone
me.
canceled their fucking booking, you know?
Yeah.
So I've been to London. I'm originally from Iran, and we get a lot of bad connotation on the news about this shit, right? But obviously, that's the way the news perceives it. It's like my boy Tate. They're making him out to be this monster. You know, guys might lose a couple subscribers. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a Tate fan. You know,
I would say most of our audience probably is too.
and the thing is, like, just side note on him. We're actually having this discussion with one of my cousins, and here's the thing: with Tate, I think it's just like the Airbnb industry. They hate us, but they can't get rid of us. They hate us because we're against the traditional way of doing real estate, right? And I have no problem with it. I'm a real estate agent, so I'll tell clients which option works best for you. If you have money for furniture, this is what I recommend you to do. If you don't, okay, stick to this. You know, so for clients that I want them to buy and sell, I'll recommend both ways they can make money. Obviously, my job is to show, okay, here's how you can make more. If they don't want to work with it or they don't want to do it, that's fine. We'll just show them the traditional way. With Tate, shit, when I was going through my heartbreak, it was rock solid. You know, now some of the stuff he says is a little crazy out of line, you know, but they're from 5 minutes of a podcast 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, but like the recent ones he did, they cut 12 minutes of his 40-minute interview with BBC and they just posted that one, you know, and they just cut the parts where he's just talking shit.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
other 30 minutes. It's
Exactly.
what are you going to do? I'm curious about, you also said you do like coaching or something like that. What do you do?
Yeah. So basically,
How'd you get into that? When did you start that and all this?
yeah,
other
we
stuff?
started that July of last year. We were like, hey, we've done right to this date, we've done $2 million on Airbnb.
Damn.
Yeah, we've done
Do you have like one account or is it like multiple accounts?
2 accounts.
2 accounts.
Yeah.
Why's the reason for that? If you did
Just
turn one
because
off?
you don't want to put all your eggs in one
Mitigate
basket.
risk.
Yeah, if you want your accounts
Are
accidentally.
they mad at you if you make multiple accounts?
Not really.
Is that
No,
okay?
no, you can do 10, but I would recommend don't do that many.
Yeah.
I would just keep one portfolio that matches like what basically one city, like multiple cities, put them in one. The other multiple cities, put them in 2. But that's when you've gotten over 25 units.
Yeah.
Now, like 1 or 2, just keep them on one account. You know, and basically when we got into coaching, you know, in July last year, you know, we've done at that point we had only done like 1.2 million, right? So we were like, hey, there's kids in this business coaching other people, making millions off of coaching, and they've barely done 300,000.
Yeah.
There's so, you know, the word guru has gotten such a bad name. Airbnb coaches, business coaches have gotten such a bad name. My college degree cost me around 80 G's.
Where'd you go to school?
University of North Texas. College cost me 80 grand. I made 60 grand a year from it. Business coaches cost me about 40. I've made $2 million with it. If you also count the other coaching that we used to do, 250. Right? So $2.2 million off 50 grand. Fuck the degree. Many people are afraid to say this in this society, but it's like, you know, you learn from someone who's done a business that you want to get into, and you're golden, right? I was like, we've done 1.2 million. There's people that will listen to us. So we set up a course. We broke it down in 8 weeks, like 50 different lessons. Everything that you need to know from step 1 to step Z on basically how to run this business.
Step 1 to step Z. You're full.
Step
of
8 to step Z. Right there, 1 to Z. You know?
Keep going. The
Step
course.
8 to
yeah.
100.
Yeah, step 8 to 100. Throw me off, man, Kyle. But yeah, man, step 1 to 100. And basically, you know, we teach them everything they need to know. They ask us questions, you know, and you know, we've had a few clients, but really this year is when about a month ago when I was like, hey, I want to really launch that because people are making bucket loads of money off consulting,
Yeah.
well deserved, you know. And now I will say there's a few other people in this. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good.
No homo. There's a few people in this space that basically have done better than me. We're not going to name them because they're competitors, but they blow me out of the water with their numbers. But the difference with me is I've learned from all of them, and I've combined it with everything that I've learned, all my mistakes, and I've combined it into like the mega package,
Yeah.
right? It's $1,100, right? Now people say, "Oh, Shawn, why would they pay $1,100?" I'm about to teach you how I made $2 million. I spent 50 grand on coaching and consulting. You think you can't pay $1,100?
Yeah.
You know? So basically, we'll put the link up. That's basically, you know, we teach people what to do if they want to get into this
Do you
business.
do coaching as well too on top of that, or just kind of like?
Yeah, we do private coaching as well. Obviously, that's a higher cost. You know, if
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
has
yeah.
more money, they want to learn one-on-one, then yeah, we have those offers as well.
What is up, New Money Talks fam? Just wanted to hop on here real quick and shout out our amazing sponsor, ecom.ai. Remember, ecom with a K, ekom.ai. These guys are amazing. Amazing team, amazing technology. Think what they do, right? You have all this content, all these landing pages, all these product descriptions all over your website, right? But you can never optimize them for SEO. Either you have to hire someone in-house, hire an agency to do them, costs so much money and takes so much time. But with Ecom, what they did is they built this awesome generative AI software that plugs into your store, Shopify, Amazon, WooCommerce, Magento, even eBay for all of you old timers out there. And what they do is they optimize the whole entire website, boom, instantaneously. It's honestly insane. What they do is they drive so much more new traffic, sales, conversions to your website through SEO. You already have all this content online. It's ranking on Google. Might as well optimize it and rank it even higher. And Ecom is the best team, best technology out there to do that. Definitely check them out. ekom.ai by an amazing company called Writerly. Check them out. Now, back to the episode.
100%. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, I see how it could work. It's definitely not like as easy as everyone like.
Correct.
You know, what I mean?
Oh,
It's
just
like,
list this, do this.
But all this shit's the same. Like what James does, what like e-commerce, like what you do, even real estate normally. Like you can make money with all these things. You just can't
Right.
spend 3 weeks and be like, oh, I do 100K a month now. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it takes a year, 2 years, 3
yeah,
years.
it's spent so since December 2019 to now, and now we're doing 90 grand a month. So it took us a while. I mean, you know, and the goal, they're like, okay, what's your exit, right? Every business has to have an exit.
Can you exit these things?
Yes.
So what do you do? Sell the portfolio?
Sell the whole thing. So basically, your leases are worth value. Your leases, your furniture, and the relationships that you have.
The furniture too, yeah.
Yeah,
true.
fuck yeah,
The
that shit costs
systems.
money. Yeah, exactly. The systems, the automations we've
And
set
who
up.
buys this stuff?
So basically, let's say a real estate investor out of Venice Beach wants to buy a property management company. That's technically what we are. We're a property management company that focuses on short-term rentals, right? So we tell them, hey, we have 100 doors. We're doing $250K a month in revenue, 40% profit. That's an $8 million valuation. That's one of my strategies that I want to do.
Really?
I don't want to be in this business till I'm fucking 50.
Yeah.
I want to get into hotels, casinos, nightclubs. I want to go big, right? This business can go big if you're at 300-400 units, but for me, I don't want to deal with it that big, right? Even though you have assistants and systems, I want to get to 100 units and exit. And if someone, and it doesn't take you 8 million to make 8 million, probably at that point it's cost me 600-700 grand to sell the company for 8 million. And that exits, I'm planning for like 5 years from now. Strain the money as much as I can. Once all the systems and everything's in place, you have about 20 more properties, 25, then I'll...
It's like 60 properties.
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at that point.
So
I'll be
like real estate investors will buy this thing.
Oh, yeah. So the thing is, many real estate investors and real estate agents will act as if this business doesn't work, but they don't have one. The people that basically run their mouth about Airbnb not working, they don't have one of them. And then there was an article that came out yesterday saying, Airbnbs are down 40% in most cities. I'm like, yeah, because the fuckers that were supposed to fucking fail, they fucking failed. They're out, you know? Because they were doing it with like the wrong pricing, the wrong furniture, their staging. Like I said, it looked like
that
a
makes
hospital.
your job easier though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's less competition.
Yeah.
Then.
Exactly.
Yeah,
When they banned Dallas, everybody was panicking. I told them, look, you don't understand the value you've just been given here. The city is putting more money in your pocket. So there's 5,000 Airbnb hosts in Dallas. From that instant ban, 50% will just panic and sell. I'll buy their furniture. Okay? The other,
That's bull. There's no way you can't Airbnb something in Dallas though.
in the city of Dallas
Like
now,
if I go to Dallas, I can't book an Airbnb right now.
you can until December. What they're going to do in December, so city of Dallas basically said no more Airbnbs in residential areas, so no more houses. Apartments are still doable, right? But later they'll try to work with screwing them too. So everybody's panicking, and I told them, listen, wait. Instead of you panicking now, they've said we will enforce this in 6 months, which is December. It took them 4 years to come up with a vote. Most cities in America cannot get a task force ready in 6 months to take out 5,000 owners.
Seriously.
It just won't work. Because like in last year in Dallas, city council told strip clubs you can't be open after 2. I follow all the news, right? So
Especially the strip club.
especially the strip clubs.
From Miami to Dallas.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bro. There are women. There are people too. Cut that part. There are people too. There are people too, and like everybody was like, no strip clubs after 2 a.m. because it causes high crime. I was like, dude, high crime can happen at 7 p.m. Doesn't matter. Now, obviously, shootings and shit can happen at 4 a.m., but that has nothing to do with strip clubs as a whole. So, those 5-10 strip clubs, they got together, they sued the city in federal court, and they won.
Really?
Now they're open till 6. We're going to Dallas, baby. So, and then, whenever all these hosts got banned out, and they said in 6 months we're going to set up a task force, like, do you not think lawsuits are coming?
Oh, yeah,
I'm not a big player. 27 units, $90K a month in revenue is not a big player.
Those guys were like 200 units.
Exactly.
400 units.
Yeah, they'll put their money together or collect from us. I'll pay $500. $500 per host. Federal lawsuit costs about $500,000. They'll go after the city. Mark my words, in December there will be no task force. Not yet. So when people are selling their furniture right now, I'm like, wait, Bubba, wait. Wait for the law to be actually passed. Something
Wait for somebody
happen.
to come to the door and lock
Exactly.
the door.
Kick me the fuck out, you know? And, I can't tell you the worst thing you can do in business is panic. As soon as you panic, and I'm a person with anxiety.
Yeah,
I might talk all big and shit, but like, there's certain things that bother me. Like bees. There's no, like bees coming to my Airbnb, we shut that bitch down. Okay? Like, there's certain things I'm afraid of as well.
What time is it?
I'll tell you.
6:45.
6:45.
We're on like 5 more minutes.
Okay, awesome.
Oh man, this is good. You're a fucking comedian. Honestly, if you didn't do this, you should do stand-up comedy.
Really? Yeah. That's
No
that's
bullshit,
all we
dude.
say.
You're funny as shit.
That'll be a good way to kick the anxiety.
Like,
Yeah.
no,
Oh yeah, big time.
Keep
Oh
us,
yeah.
keep us all in the podcast. You're funny as fucking shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm dying my ass over
Dude,
here.
it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
One
this
of
is
our videos
good.
has to go viral.
Yeah,
man.
no, 100%. No. They'll figure it out. This one, the one with the rooster. Fucking unreal.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
So,
Oh, God.
so basically, I mean, you want to do this business, you have the ability, but overall in business, I think like if you panic or you're shy, that's okay to be shy in business. You can get other people to do the hard shit for you. Find a partner. Find other people that are good at the things that you're not. Right? For me, I'm good at making money. Pierre was good at execution. So I was like, we partnered up since 2016 together on all the ideas we work with. When I was in shape, we were selling coaching. When I was out of shape, we were still selling coaching. Fitness coaching too.
Really?
Yeah, we made like $250,000 from that.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Oh,
So you've been in this like kind of like entrepreneurship, like
Since
online
2016.
game, and
Yeah.
That's what for
Yeah,
for
we
a
were
minute.
first like doing high ticket, low ticket clients, right? And we made good money from it. But I fell in love with real estate, and I love fitness, but it's more like a personal thing that I want to work on myself.
Do you never want to buy your own properties? Like literally.
Actually, I did buy my own. We bought like three in the past,
like,
four.
why
in
don't you go buy like a 6-family building or something?
6 family? You think 6 family is cheap? Tell them how much. 6 family is expensive, bro.
It's like-
Definitely ain't
It's
cheap
like
here.
what, 1.5 million?
Hell, you gotta have 20% cash money.
You're making 90 a month. You got
So
it.
this is the problem, and the misconception in real estate. You need to be at a comfortable level to buy multifamily. Multifamily is where the money's at.
Of course,
Obviously, you
yeah,
buy
yeah,
10 of
yeah.
those fuckers, and that's it. I'm off to Miami. I'll stay
Well,
there.
honestly, you can put them all in Airbnb, make more than just renting them normally.
Exactly. That's what I do.
You would do that, right?
That's the game plan. If I
Yeah,
get like
yeah,
a 12-unit complex, right? But you have to be very. And here's the thing: James has fixed my credit twice,
but
but I'm not the best when it comes. So
There's a whole ad for James
exactly,
right here.
I'll leave you there with the poor James. He has to go for the third time.
I'm not good at paying back credit cards.
No. So I'm good at paying them back. This is because there's so fucking many. Paying them back on time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now I've set up auto pay. You're getting better. And like in business, everybody has weaknesses. Some people are afraid to sales call. I'm not afraid of sales. My own weakness is budgeting in business. Because I overspend when I don't have the money yet. Like, let's go. Money's not there. Someone canceled the reservation that was worth 20 grand. They were 20 grand in the hole. Oh, fuck you, credit card. That's it. I'm not getting paid. They're not getting paid, But you have to find your weaknesses and write them down. If you have your weaknesses written down in business, you'll excel at it way quicker.
Definitely.
So it can be, hey, I have problems budgeting. I don't know what I want to do. What did I say the other day? I would say, look, the number one thing that took me to this level was a heartbreak. Believe it or not.
A girlfriend or something?
My girlfriend. I absolutely loved this girl in 2018. Beautiful girl, brunette/blonde. She was mixed.
Persian?
No, she was Hispanic. I
Oh,
love
okay.
Hispanic. Hispanics are my angels that save me. It brought me on anxiety, bro. So
She gave you the anxiety.
no, she took it out. No, that was mixed. It was probably a little bit of causation right there. But after the breakup, I was like, hey, how can I utilize this pain? I definitely was fucking hurt. Right? We have all of us guys. We hear from other guys. Well, I've never cried. All this shit is bullshit. You get heartbroken. You're crying like a bitch. But after a few times, like after the few months that you did your grieving process, it's like I woke up from a dream. I was like, I need to make millions. Because like all those people that talk shit about you, all those people that left you, all those people that left your life, it's not necessarily to prove them wrong. But you put all your negative energy into one passion, you'll make 7 figures. Doesn't matter what you could be selling postcards. You become really good at it, you'll make money from anything. I'll sell that plant.
Postpilot. Postpilot big. They could be a sponsor of this thing. They sell postcards.
Oh,
online.
there you go,
They rip.
Digital.
they rip.
Viral.
Like 8 figures type of thing.
No shit.
Oh,
Postcards.
look it up. So it's like pretty much e-commerce companies, like obviously they spend so much money on ads on Facebook and everything. They're like, hey, do like a at-home mail pretty much. So like they'll send like 5,000 postcards to like people's houses.
Really?
With like a promo code on it. And like people,
Shit.
e-commerce brands would use that as like new type of like marketing and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So they're ripping right now, those guys.
That's good, man. We got to start ripping with them too.
There you go. Yeah, you maybe start using
More-
them for the guests.
Moral of the
yeah.
story is intentionally look to get your heart broken because it'll make you.
Oh,
a
it will make
fucking
you a millionaire. If you do it the
after.
right way and you don't just seek out therapy, and those are good things as well. Go to therapy, do your stuff to get better, girl or guy. Some women after heartbreaks, they become Mariah Carey and Taylor Swift. Whoever broke Taylor Swift's heart made the girl rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone come break my heart again, But Yeah, that's just no heartbreaks anymore. No, I think
one is enough for a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
One or
man.
two is enough. You know.
You got anything else?
No,
Okay, one last question to finish off.
man. I liked what you said before about college because did you finish school or?
I did. And that I think just to wrap it up, should you go to college? I think college is really important and it has its benefits, but it depends what you want to do. If you know for a fact you want to be an entrepreneur, college won't help you. Just straight like that. It's a good fallback plan, but if you were I will tell you my whole 4 years of college, what I learned from it was my relationship with others and how I improved like my speaking skills and my public presentation and stuff. The classes didn't mean shit. The last 6 months, I just had to get good grades to graduate. They're like, hey, if you don't get good grades the last 6 months, you're not going to graduate. And I was like, we did that and stuff. And being Iranian, college was a dream for the family. It wasn't my dream. I could care less. I want to make money, right? But it's something prestigious to be like, oh, my son or daughter went to college. Now they're a lawyer, engineer, or doctor. I wanted to be a business owner. I could have 10 gas stations, but I'm having the money come in. I work on my clock. That's happiness for me. I go to Dubai when I want, when James pays for the invite, all that. But many people in this day and age, I tell high school students, we had a presentation at a school a year ago, and I told them, look, if you don't want to go to college for something that you want to do, you will change your degree 4 or 5 times, and it will cost your parents a lot of money. Go if you want to do it. If you don't, start grinding. Work at Taco Bell for 6 months until you figure out what your passion is, because a lot of people are going there lost. And they think the basic foundation skills, like the basic classes that they take, is going to help them. I went from wanting to be a doctor to being an actor to graduating with finance, started doing IT, then fitness sales, now we're doing Airbnbs. So life will not be just one path, So go to college if you want to do engineering, law, or medicine. If not, don't go.
Yeah, the craziest thing is that the valedictorian that goes to Harvard and that's spending $50,000 a semester is actually making less than the person who's working at McDonald's making $2,000 a month.
Yeah, exactly.
But not acquiring any debt.
Exactly.
Like it's an insane concept.
Oh yeah, big time.
And don't you were saying before, learn from people who you would like to be like, or who have walked the path before you. You don't get that in college. Unless you want to be a teacher or you want to be maybe a doctor, because you learn from people that have doctorates,
exactly.
Right? But if you want to be an entrepreneur and you're learning from a business professor that's never built a business, it's not gonna make a lot of sense.
If we put all the numbers together that between the 4 companies that Pierre has his own, I have my own, the ones that we have together, $50,000 of basically business coaching has turned into over $4 million in sales of everything. The $80K college that my dad had to spend, I made $120 off it. 2 years of $60K. I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm not saying
before
that's
taxes.
Everybody. Before taxes. There you go. You must have paid tax. Don't worry.
Well, on the short-term rentals, all that's we have good deductions.
Yeah, we have depreciation,
and everything.
deductions. Put it off. Rent, everything.
Oh, damn! So you can do depreciation on
on the leases.
The stupid
really?
leases.
Oh yeah. Well,
That's
talk to your accountant about that. I don't want to quote that IRS. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff.
Not financial advice, but
Yeah.
that's actually sauce in and of itself.
Oh yeah, big time. Well, I don't want to say that.
whatever.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Work with your CPA.
Yeah.
100%. Oh no, this is great. I didn't know what the fuck to expect from this, and I learned a crap ton too.
Yeah.
I'm on the board. I was like, should I try the Airbnb thing? You never even know. Who
Oh
knows?
yeah,
You know
big
what I
time,
mean?
man. Jersey,
Jersey's probably fine, right?
Yeah,
Jersey's-
There's a lot of
Always
there's a lot of places within Bergen County that don't allow it
Exactly.
for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Like a towns and they
Yeah,
let you.
you just have to look up the regulations. They'll give you a map where you can and can't. They normally have zoned some places out, zone places.
And New York is just a
New York,
mess.
dude. I don't know how we're saying that this place, bro. It looks like it's this big. They've divided this room in half and called it a 2-bedroom
Wow.
with a divider. I'm like, New York hosts
$400
rats,
a day.
bro. Yeah. New York is insane. You charge the $450 a night.
Really?
And it's not
Because the hotels are $900 a night.
Yeah, the hotels are way too
True,
expensive.
yeah.
So we're
Insane.
saving money, but my expectation of $450, and I'm walking around the Airbnb, looking
And
at
you
places.
got 4 towels. Over
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
You put cameras in these things too?
So inside, we never do.
Okay.
Some people have found some people have found cameras in their Airbnbs, not at mine, in the inside. For me, I keep it very simple. One on the front door facing outside, one on the garage facing exterior. Nothing in the inside of the house because it's privacy policy.
That's fair, yeah.
The lawsuit you get with that, you're out of business. Department of Justice finds out you put a camera inside of a hotel, you're fucked. You're out.
Well, that's good that the landlords put it outside too and everything, by the door and everything.
Yeah, and there's some people that get away with putting an iPhone charger in the plug box. I saw it.
Yeah.
And the iPhone charger has a hole. I would never touch stuff like that. Just because,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not too anal about what the guests do inside. A lot of Airbnb hosts fail because my guest checked in at 10. it's 10:35 and I hear them talking. Like, yeah, they're having loud music or bothering people. That's when you message them. But they're so focused on the stupid shit, they're never going to be able to scale to 10 units or 20.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're putting all their net energy because that will wear you out.
You get so tired.
Oh, big time.
Your
big
brain
time.
starts hurting after that.
Oh, yeah,
you
man.
know?
Past few days in New York, I'm like, put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the skyscrapers and the baddies running around. I love it.
I think we're going to end it there.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? Where's like the
So,
link to all this stuff? Like,
So
what we
Pierre's
doing?
Instagram is Pierre_RR. Mine is at the Airbnb Wolf on Instagram.
That's a pretty fucking fire.
Yeah, man, I locked that in verified.
Did you pay for that?
Hell yeah, $14.99 a month.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Airbnb Wolf was not taken.
I'm saying
that's solid.
Airbnb Wolf. Did you pay for
No,
that?
no.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
the
one.
Airbnb Wolf.
Yeah, $14.99, whatever. Like everyone's.
Yeah. We have to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they start selling our
That's a
products
really
to
good.
other
That's a really good handle right there.
Yeah.
Airbnb Wolf.
There's like there's other players out there, but they're not as aggressive as me. They're not going to scale
100%.
as fast as I can. So
Yeah, follow him. You'll learn
yeah, man,
something.
follow me. DM me if you have any questions at all.
Just from this, I learned something. So
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, you guys have any questions at all? Just let me know. You guys are from the podcast. We'll make sure you guys get a special discount as well.
Yeah.
No cleaning fees.
no cleaning.
Say the New Money Talk sent
Hell
you.
yeah, New Money Talk sent you. Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Anyways,
I was like, man.
on our end, we call this thing the gentleman's agreement or whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much mad simple. So like, we give all this free value. Honestly, this is a lot of value. I learned a lot of shit off of this. Thank you so much.
It's new from the typical e-commerce stuff.
Yeah, usually it's a lot of e-commerce guys, like growth marketers, stuff like that. Here and there, we have like different stuff that like we had like a realtor once on here who talks about like real estate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
James came on a few times. What else?
B2B tech sales.
B2B tech sales.
Just
stuff
curious.
Like
I
that.
mean,
yeah.
I mean,
No, we'll keep going. No,
okay,
don't
so
worry.
basically, I've noticed that some guys on y'all's page go blow up.
Yeah.
Like they get 45,000. Like James just blew up. No, but that's James' personality. He has a really good.
Yeah.
Plus he's a tap.
Yeah.
Plus he's good looking. I'm still good looking, but you know. But so, well, I've been trying to study this fucking algorithm. It's
Oh,
fucking
I have
hard,
no
bro.
clue why.
I post at 2, it gets
I'll tell you.
13,000. I post at 1, it gets like 500.
I have no
It
idea
fucks with
why.
my head.
No idea why.
So you guys don't have like a system to
No,
know where
I mean,
it popped off.
well, number one is volume.
Or
No
yeah,
matter-
system is just post every
with,
day.
Yeah, I'm
with
posting every day
with
right now.
volume,
2 a day,
you'll
dot, dot,
yeah,
dot.
with volume you'll figure it out. But don't post the same type of stuff. Change up the variety, and you'll
Okay.
figure out like a strategy that you can kind of lean onto
Okay.
that sticks. But number one tip for everyone watching who wants to go viral anywhere: make the content in a way that you know. Position it to where the people in the comments are going to argue with each other.
Oh.
And then you start going
Hell
at them.
yeah,
and
they're going to
stuff.
be, they're going to be arguing.
Tip real quick, right? You have 2 accounts. You have your main account. You have another account that's user 1592. You have a controversial video, user 1592. Its only job is to go and comment on everyone's comments that are like negative, and you're gonna go and
Start a
defend
fight.
yourself.
Start a fight.
And all you have to do
What?
is comment not from your own account, but from someone else's, from like a fake account, or have someone else just comment, and just someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you shouldn't do Airbnb. It's risky."
Yeah,
Someone comments, "No, like my grandmother made 800,000 last year doing
Yeah.
Airbnb, and she's
We're gonna take
90."
that grandmother.
You start a
And
whole
it will
engagement
run.
fight.
It'll run up the comments because that's all that they care. They don't care if it's positive content or negative content.
Yeah.
Andrew
They love
Tate's
drama.
content does so well because it's very like he has very strong
Hell
opinions
yeah, we're going to do a few Airbnbs with top G.
that are
man, I'm telling you.
controversial.
100%. 100%.
But-
No,
but
that's a good tip. Yeah, he's right about that stuff. Like, and then also you should go in and like comment yourself too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, yeah. I've done
yeah,
that
you
too.
do
Like,
that
respond all
as
the
well.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
and fast. Like
James is
comment
really
quickly.
good at that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good with that.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
He
He's
must be on
Yeah.
TikTok all day long.
all day long. Anyways, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Appreciate you guys.
Follow our boy on Instagram. You have like anything else? Twitter,
Yeah, man, the
YouTube?
Airbnb Wolf. That's the only one on Instagram.
That's
the Airbnb
it.
Wolf.
Go,
So,
what's the website? You have a website or something?
just stick to that one. You
And
the
you'll
website's
find
in
the
the
link
link.
in the
Yeah,
description.
that makes
Yeah.
Website's in the link, and basically website's in the link on IG.
Appreciate you coming
Nice.
out, bro. This
Definitely.
was awesome.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
man.
we'll see you guys in the
Catch
next
you guys
one.
on the next one.
Have a good one.
Awesome.